Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. And the Hurricanes will put total leather and we'll get started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that the entire, not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Off the play fake on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Now on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Brown will throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. A first down for the offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Still running at the 40. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Can find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run the option. The pitch. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Getting some heat. Into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, after having 3 sacks in their last game, this offense knew they had to ID where this guy was going to line up every play, and they had to have an answer for him. Didn't have one there. He is so strong. He's so fast, and he just knows how to get home to the quarterback. He's got a 6th sense.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking for a block, it's Carr. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Power football with the run.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. At the 40, there he goes. Can anyone catch him? Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
At midfield, he's got room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Finds his target down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Carr. The Canes in the hurry-up.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Working that left side now. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Ohio. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Coming after it.
It is such a luxury for a defensive coordinator when you know you can get after the quarterback. This is the best team in the nation right now in getting sacks. Whether they rush 4, 5, or 6, time and time again, when they get the opponent in a passing situation, they're able to get home and create negative plays.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Palo Alto.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First play from scrimmage here in the 2nd half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Turns it on in midfield. All kinds of running room. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, the offense stars those plays where they want to get their playmakers the ball, and the defense understands it as well. I got to know when that guy comes in motion, he's a legit threat. They did, and you could tell they pulled the trigger and went and made a nice play.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the entire playbook is wide open on second and short like this. He'll do it himself. Runs through a tackle. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. And their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Let's see what they've got on second down. Brown will throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Snagged in the middle. It's Blackburn. Ball is free. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up?
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Second down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Miami! And the stomping has commenced. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Brown wants to pass. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. Running toward the tape. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Stanford!
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Fair catch, called for and made. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Crosses the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something.
He wants to take the top off. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send. He's going to throw deep right side. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the punishment has been extended. And that might be a dagger. They push the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
35, Stanford, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Brown will throw it. Got his man out of the backfield.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He wants to throw here on second down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Davis. Still on his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They want to just keep throwing it. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the catch past the sticks. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Brown wants to pass. Holds it in. Touchdown, Cardinal! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming.
Looking to take a shot. It's complete. Touchdown, Canes. And the pummeling has started. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down.
Here we go.
Brown will throw it. Feeling some heat. Trying to get to him. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. This offense has a second down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds a man by himself. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And it starts with the kick, right? You got to kick the top of the football, get a good bounce, get kind of lucky, right? Like it's got to bounce off the guys, and the kick team was ready. Pounced on the football, they got the ball, and got some momentum.
Trying to find his man on first down. And that pass picked off.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Hit as he throws. Ball in the air. Intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really...
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires left. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback.
A shot toward the end zone. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. Third and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defensive job to stop.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires it incomplete. After the misfire now on second down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Fires the pass, intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Stands in and takes the hit. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. Well, they've been working on these trick plays in practice, and they must have felt ultra confident to go with it here.
And we practice them all the time, and everybody gets so excited in practice. When do we get